Hey, good afternoon. I'm Raleigh Brown. This is another curve flattening concert. I see a bunch of you checking in here. It's good to see your names and your little tiny faces. Audrey Bernheimer and Slim Edelman and Tom Dietz, Donna Greenberg, Michael Miller, Steve Walker, Charlie just moaned, Kathy Marzik and Deb Leiby Clark and Connie Adams and Dave Mason and Warren and Janelle and Bruce McNeil is here again. Good to see you, Bruce. So see if a few more people show up. In the meantime, my picture of Charlie the dog for today was actually taken at the park, and it's a detail of a larger picture. But there he is in his element, sitting on the bench. That's not Janice's bench. That's another bench. We've trained Charlie that any bench he sits on, he gets a treat. So he methodically goes from bench to bench and jumps up and waits to get his treat. And you can't see all of them there, but Rick Williams is sitting there behind him, and Maxie's off to the side. If you look on my page, you'll see this full picture. But that's Charlie in his own element out there in the sun, feeling good at the park and smiling at the camera. So, and we do have coffee this morning, so there's the Clankophonic mug. I will clank you all. Thank you for joining me. I guess this is the worst travel day of the year, isn't it? Well, we may not have as many people as we ordinarily have, but I can see that we have the cream of the crop here. Kathy Marzik. Okay. I just come in on the midnight special. Say, how about that? My car broke down in Texas. It stopped dead in its tracks. Well, I just called to tell you that I miss you. And I just called to tell you that I care. Feel like some old engine done lost its driving wheel. Just like some old engine lost its driving wheel. I took my money on the night train, babe. What a terrible fight. And I promised I would be there with you on Saturday night. And I just called to tell you that I need you. Yes, I just called to tell you that I care. I feel like some old engine lost its driving wheel. Just like some old engine, lost its driving wheel. Can't say too much in a phone call, babe. Well, you know how it is. But I'll just tell you this one more thing. Hey, won't you listen to this? Well, I just called to tell you that I love you. And I just called to tell you that I care. Feel like some old engine, lost its driving wheel. Just like some old engine, done lost its driving wheel. Just like some old engine, lost its driving wheel. Driving Wheel. I think that one was written by David Whiffen, if I'm not mistook. And I see Charlie Bryant is here, and let me see if I'm missing anybody back up here. Warren, Kathy, and lo and behold, Margot Lemieux is here, and Kit Serikaku, you are no longer invisible, my dear. You are right here with me, and I can see your little palm tree icons and everything. So welcome aboard. No longer invisible. And Charlie Bryan, I said hi to. Charles L. on YouTube. And good. Well, thanks for joining us, Charles. And Donna Greenberg is here. Johnson Hogg over there in France. And Tom Foe is here. And like that. Good to see you all. I'm going to tune this thing up. That was a pretty good guess. Have a little more coffee. Charlie and I will be taking it easy for the rest of the week. And we're just drinking coffee, laying around. Charlie's laying over there. He's in. Sometimes when he lays a certain way, his floppy ears stand up, and he looks like a real Australian cattle dog instead of a hybrid version. And let's see here. Kate Petrella is here. Hi, Kate. I listened earlier today to an old interview. It's about 3 years old with Danny O'Keefe. Danny O'Keefe wrote "Good Time Charlie's Got the Blues," and he wrote a song called "The Road" that Jackson Browne recorded. He's written a lot of stuff. Anyhow, when the guy was interviewing about his history, it turned out that, like me, Danny O'Keefe had spent a few days with the Reverend Gary Davis at one time. He spent a whole week driving him around Minneapolis, he said, but he said he just wasn't good enough on the guitar yet to absorb anything. So for me, I spent just 2 days with him, but I was ready. I was already at a level where I could hear the Reverend and watch him and at least glean some of what he was teaching. And one of the things he was teaching was this song, Cincinnati Flow Rag. The Cincinnati Flow Rag by the Reverend Gary Davis. And I'm not sure, I've never heard of another version of that, so I assume the Reverend Gary Davis either wrote that one or it's pretty esoteric. You know what I just realized? I realized that I've been playing this next song with a flat pick, but I don't have my usual flat pick sitting around here. And Charlie moans because I don't have my usual flat pick. He gets upset about that, obviously. So, but I do have a flat pick. Announcement time. There are invisibles. There are getting to be less and less of them. So Judith Fox, I think, is still invisible, and George Young and Joel Biget and Mario Prue. But now both of the Salisbury girls, both Kit Sarikaku and Lori Payne, are visible. which is great. David Irwin, I see you on here. Are you guys playing tomorrow night? I couldn't find anything on your page today, so let us know. And there is, as always, a PayPal link right there and a Venmo link. And Pam Zappardino is here, and S.A. Tudhope. And, pardon me, that's the coffee speaking. Woo. And Mark Steele. Mark, I hope you're doing well. I know you were having some troubles a while back there. And I think I've said, Jay Dusenberry, speaking of having troubles, how's that arm doing, Mr. Dusenberry? I hope you're back to picking either the Gurion or the J200. You got the same kind of guitars I have, some of them. And anyhow, so each year around holiday time, we have done a Zoom meeting so that those of you who are denizens, who are regulars on this stream, can join in and speak to each other and see each other's faces on the Zoom interface. And this year we're going to do that on Wednesday, December 18th. So it'll be at my 3 o'clock concert, and the concert will end at 3:30. And then will probably take me 5 minutes to get up and running on Zoom, and then we'll do a Zoom meeting from maybe 3:35 until whenever. And if you want to be involved in that, then I will put the link up on the Denizens of Raleigh World private page. And if you're not on that page and you are a regular here and want to be involved, then you could shoot me an email at raleigh@raleigh.brown.com, and I'll make sure you get the link. Okay, so that's that. And then Bunny Barnes and Kurt Lippy and I will be playing at the Sellersville Theater in beautiful Sellersville, PA, right here. I'm the last house in the borough, but the theater is right in the middle, in the heart of it. And that'll be January 15th. That's the next actual gig I have coming up. And those are the announcements. The schedule I am on right now. Thursday, David Irwin says that he and Helen Avakian will be doing their stream, and they're both such wonderful guitar players. He says, we are playing Thursday a jazzy set for my mom's 90th birthday. What a nice thought. I'm sure she'll really appreciate that. And then on Friday, Bunny is going to be doing her threefer. She's having some hardware trouble. Her interface isn't acting the way she wants it to, but we'll see how it goes. So she might have it fixed by then anyhow. It could be a bad cable or something like that. But she'll be on Friday at 4 p.m. Slim, I believe, is not doing a stream this week unless he changed his mind. And then I will, and Warren Bendler will be on Saturday at 3 p.m. And I'll be back Sunday at 10:30. And on Sunday, I think this Sunday, I'm going to do an all-original show that I've threatened to do recently. And I've already had a bunch of requests for that, but if you have requests from the songs I've written, you can throw them up there, and I could always call an audible and put in a different request. And Dave Mason posted that Martin McNeil will be on tomorrow night, 9 p.m. UK time, which I believe is 4 o'clock here. So Martin is a great blues guitarist and singer in the UK. Okay, I think that's everything. Did I forget anything? You guys can tell me. And Mike Stillman is here, and I think I said hi to everybody else already. So, every so often there'll be a song which the song is just like an old friend to me, and I'm always happy to perform it. And These Days by Jackson Browne is one of those songs. I often, just sitting on the couch here in the evening, I'll be watching a basketball game, I've become a big fan of the WNBA and the Women's National Basketball Association, and I'm going back. I'm on their league pass system, which is $25 a year, very affordable, and I'm going back 8 years and curating their whole history and going through and hearing about all these historical players like Sue Bird and Maya Moore and just what wonderful, amazing women basketball players. So I do that of an evening. I have it on video, on their archives. And a lot of times I'll have it muted sometimes, and I'll just sit and play a song. And a lot of times this will be that song. Well, I've been out walking. I don't do that much talking these days. These days. These days I seem to think a lot about the things that I forgot to do. And all of the times I had the chance to. Well, I had a lover. I don't believe I'll risk another these days. These days. And if I seem to be afraid to live the life that I have made in song, well, it's just that I've been losing for so long. Well, I stopped my gambling, and I don't do that much rambling these days. These days. These days I seem to think about how all the changes came about my way. And I wonder if I'll see another highway. Well, I stopped my dreaming, and I don't do that much scheming these days. These days. These days I sit on cornerstones, count the time in quarter tones till 10. My friend, don't confront me with my failure. I've not forgotten them. These Days by Jackson Browne. What a great song. So, I have one more for you here. I wrote this song. This will be my third Thanksgiving with Charlie the dog. And because I got him in September of 22, so we had 22, 23, and this is 24. So 4 years ago, I was not, I was alone here on Thanksgiving Eve, and I wrote this song at that point. And I see my dear, dear friend Alex Bevan is here. Hi, buddy. I wish I could be out there with you guys right now. With all of you guys. I wish we could have a big party and everybody on this stream would be at the party. Wouldn't that be fun? On this Thanksgiving Eve, I'll load the stove with wood and warm my simple home with thoughts of brotherhood. I'll sit before the fire, give thanks for what has been, and drink a toast to those along the road who share the life within. Out on the frozen field, a single lonesome tune, a broken-hearted nightingale is crying at the moon. The world is moving inward as time keeps moving on. And now I see the beauty in trees whose leaves have gone. These are the dimming years, a time to reminisce and feel the strange divide between contentment and loneliness, the turmoil of my younger years now has taken leave, enveloped in serenity on this Thanksgiving Eve. It's just an old guitar and me on this Thanksgiving Eve. So thank you all for joining me yet again. Let me see if I missed anybody. Helen Avakian's here. Hi, Helen. We were just talking about you a little bit ago with David here too. I hope folks will tune in and hear you guys tomorrow. And I'll sing you a little mantra which we all can use. Be happy, Be healthy. Be brave. And be calm. Be kind. It's a snap. And as my buddy Alex Bevan would say, if you get cranky, take a nap. Thanks for joining me. Have a really great Thanksgiving. Eat all the food you like. No calories on Thanksgiving. Calories are suspended. And the day after, you can not weigh yourself for several weeks. And I don't know if I said hi to Pam Zappardino, but hi, Pam. So you guys have a great one. I'm just checking in the last minute here to see if I missed anybody. If I did, I'm filled with remorse. And Linda Worster just showed up. Sorry. So I'm rambling. Bye-bye. Have a great one.